What are we doing here? I know I did. So...
Miriam... Love you, OK, fair enough? But I disappear for 5 minutes and there you are peeking.
I'm sorry, darling. It's so exciting. I couldn't resist.
Yes, well, that's all very well, Mim, but this is by way of being a premiere. I wanted you to see it from the top, along with everyone else.
I know. I'm very naughty.
What are you doing?
Got a loose cotton.
So then, what do you think?
Well, I think you look really nice.
No, the film.
Oh, the film. Sorry, I think it's really super. It's really professional.
How can you tell? You only saw the first bit.
Yes, I know, but it's really gripping, really compulsive.
Yes, I think they'll be quite taken aback at my expertise.
The hours you must have spent sticking it all together.
It's called editing in filmmaking circles, Mim. Editing.
Well, whatever it's called, I think you did it brilliantly. There.
Anyway, what about you?
What about me what, darling?
My leading lady.
Oh, leading lady.
Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. In fact, I would say, in my opinion, you are one of those lucky people for whom the moving camera, or in this case the video camcorder, has a love affair.
Oh, it was a really super 4 days, wasn't it, Rog?
It was. Yes, it really was.
Oh, I was so worried that people wouldn't, you know, get on. Especially after the, you know, the EGM and everything. But it was really super. No atmospheres, not even a little tizzy from anyone. Thank you for arranging it all. And especially for you and me, for making it a, you know, a second honeymoon.
No, Mim. Thank you. Or should I say... If Haristo.
Tipota.
Paracalo.
Thithality ne Correpsity.
Fun. And if it's anyone else about the fancy dress, remind them that the theme is citizens of Greece, both past and present.
Hello, Sophie. How are you? So sweet of you, but truly, everything's in hand. Just a bottle of wine would be lovely.
To the island, the Greek gods.
That was Sophie.
Sophie who?
Sophie, Alex's new girlfriend.
Oh, don't tell me they're not coming.
Of course they're coming. They're really looking forward to it. She just wanted to know if there was anything they should bring. She's terribly sweet, Rog. He really is terribly lucky. So are we, really, I suppose. He's so much nicer.
Who is?
Alex.
Oh, yes, Alex. I'll tell you what, Mim. I wonder if we should give a prize.
What for, darling?
Best costume.
Do you think so?
Well, don't you?
I don't think it's compulsory, Rog. I mean, I don't think it's expected. I think people just enjoy wearing fancy dress.
You know your trouble, don't you? You're jealous.
Jealous of you, you silly little person. That'll be a day.
Tell me this then. Why else are you systematically trying to erode my self-confidence?
All I said was I've never seen a picture of Demis Roussos wearing a pair of plimsolls.
They are not plimsolls. They are apparate yachting shoes, you tasteless trollop. And I've never seen a picture of Helen of Troy wearing a pair of glasses.
Only because there was no national health in them days.
She was a queen, you great lump. She would have gone private. Wouldn't she? She'd have gone private. Hello, Mim. Oh, you look terrific. Here, cut hold of this, will you? That's calamaris, dolmaris, pasta d'aris and the sofritos in the car.
Denis Roussos. Only I wouldn't mention the plimsolls.
All right, darling.
Ah. Snack.
In my opinion, Kev, there's no point in just showing a bunch of pretty pictures. No, you have to have what we call a narrative thrust. And, touch wood, I think I have achieved it.
No, I am, Roger. I'm really looking forward to it. Miriam says it's fantastic. Better than Gandhi. Well, you say it's longer than Gandhi. Anyway, so it's terrific. Really artistic.
Yes, well, I always say, Kev, given the chance, you'll find a touch of the artist in all of us. Mind you, I did have a bit of a head start with my Uncle Ronald working for Kodak.
I'm sorry your mother couldn't be with us tonight, Nigel.
Yes, so she. Unfortunately, it's her club night.
Oh, not to worry. I'm sure there'll be another showing. Have one of these. They're lovely.
As long as it's not hemlock.
No, it's baklava, actually.
No, what I mean is... sorry. I'm Socrates, and Socrates poisoned himself with hemlock after being accused of political blasphemy.
Well, that wasn't very nice for him, was it?
I love your costume.
Oh, Taj.
We were trying to guess who you were, weren't we, darling?
Yes, we were.
Well, that's the trouble with your mythological Greeks, isn't it? Once you've seen one, you've seen the lot. I'll give you a clue. This is the face that launched 1,000 quips. And she didn't wear glasses. Helen of Troy.
Of course you are. Of course she is, isn't she, darling?
Of course she is.
How about you?
I'm Aphrodite, and Alexander is Adonis.
Of course you are.
Spontaneously gauging my shots as I go. For instance, you will notice that when I go into close-up...
You were really missed, wasn't she, Bob?
Certainly by me she was.
You still managed to go without me, though, didn't you, darling?
Jenny, love, you didn't want to go.
Was that because you were worried about the flying? Vis-a-vis the,
No, Miriam, because I didn't fancy lugging this lot around in a blazing sun. Unlike the blessed Helen, who no doubt would have followed you across the Sahara, 8 months pregnant or in any other condition.
I'm not married to Helen anymore.
I don't want to talk about her.
I said, well, as I'm going as Aristotle Onassis, perhaps you should go as Maria Callas. But then you looked in the ideas and beliefs section of the Everyman's Fact Finder and came up with the idea of Pandora, didn't you, my love?
That's because I wanted to have my box with me.
Well, as long as you don't open it, Shirley.
Why shouldn't I open it?
Well, you know what happened when Pandora opened her box? The box containing all human ills.
No, not ills. My pills. It contains my pills. I haven't been well, have I, Denis?
Let's go and sit down somewhere nice and quiet, shall we, my love?
Did you know that Zeus, or Jupiter, as he was known to the Romans, ate his pregnant first wife, Mattis, because he feared that their child would be greater than himself?
Did he? Did he really?
His second wife was called Hera. There are dozens of other children, from a whole range of women and goddesses.
Bit of a Jack the Lad, really, wasn't he?
Everybody's been saying how fantastic your dolmadas are. I say, wait till you've tasted his terrible salata. Now, that is fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Chorisos and Korea.
if you'll all be so kind as to move through into the cinema, tonight's performance will commence in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Evaristo!
Pericolo!
Just go back.
This way, everybody.
Yes, thank you.
Require the captain, please. Just that.
Now then, before I offer you my humble offering, I have been asked to make a brief announcement for the benefit of those who are not here, and for those of you who will wish to relive at your leisure those, well, I'm sure we all agree were magic moments. Yeah. For copies of this film will be available sometime next week at approximate cost of £12.50 per thingy, depending on the number ordered. Thank you, Mim. I would just like to thank Denis for arranging the loan of the large screen. Denis. Thank you, Denis. Now then, Miriam, if you'd,
Excuse me. Alexander has something he wants to say. Haven't you, darling?
Yes. Well, I just wanted to say, well, look here. I thought with all that other business that there might have been some unpleasantness whilst we were, whilst we were away. In fact, I thought I might not even have been asked. Well, anyway, I was asked, and because I was asked, I met a certain young lady who has changed my life. Yeah, okay, she's changed me, and she's made me see that I was wrong about a lot of things and about a lot of people. And for that, I thank her, and I thank you, Skipper.
thank you, Alex. That's much appreciated. Now, Miriam, if you'd,
Before we start, Skip, I'd like to say that it takes a big man to say what Alex just said. Yeah. And I hope that I, for one, am big enough to forgive and forget any past, misunderstandings. Thank you, Alex, and thank you, Skipper.
Well done. Thank you, Bob. That's much appreciated. Now, Miriam, if you'd...
I would similarly like to echo what has similarly been expressed by Bob. I, too, have been in the wrong. I, too, have wandered from the narrow path of fidelity. Yes, well, I'd just like to say thank you, Bob, thank you, Alex, and thank you, Skipper.
Now,
might I just say, Skipper, that as lovers of all things Greek...
Yes, thank you very much, Nigel. That's very much appreciated. And now, if you just close the curtains, Miriam, we may commence.
Yay!
Bit of an in-joke there. Perfect day.
Nick Hurran. Oh, no. Yes. You may wonder, what are we doing here? I know I did. So then, it's not easy being in front of the camera.
Lovely.
So then, where did it all begin, our Ionian Odyssey? It began as so many adventures begin, with a telephonic communication. Hello? Yes, this is the home of Mr. and Mrs. Roger Dervish, and I am his wife, Miriam. One moment, please. I will see if he is available. Thank you. Roger, it's for you, from Greece. It may be long distance. It's really professional.
Dervish here. Oh, hello, Mr. Agaropoulos. I have been awaiting your call. I am very happy to inform you that my team and I will be delighted to accept your invitation to play cricket with us on the wonderful island of Corfu, birthplace of our very own Duke of Edinburgh and husband of the Queen, Philip. Bye. Oh. And so to our first landing on Greek soil, or should I say, tarmac. Every year, over 1 million tourists traverse these portals, some, like us, to strike British willow against Greek leather. Cricket having been played on the island of Corfu since 1835, circa Lord Byron, who didn't have to phone home every 5 minutes, but who fell in love with a remarkable regularity, like someone else we know. Hey, Alex? Parting is such sweet...
Roger can see you in the reflection.
Here we come. And heavy with luggage, we head out to where our chariot awaits. Or, this being Greece, when everything happens tomorrow, we await our chariot. We couldn't see it anywhere, could we? No.
I did this bit. Good, innit?
And then we mistook it.
Oh, and here it is. And our charioteer. And here we are on arrival at our hotel. Ambassadors of sport from the island of Great Britain to the island of the Greek gods. But still with time to remember those loved ones who came and saw and prayed for us to conquer.
Oh, my God.
Checking the troops with Kevin, Denis, Nigel, Skip, Kevin, Alex, Bob, Arnold, Kevin, Ramjam, Iqbal, Warren, and, oh, hello, it's that man again. Cheeky Kev. Miriam, what's going on?
I'm sorry, Rog. I got so tense I've given myself a headache.
Tense? What about?
Oh, you know, Rog. I do so want them to enjoy it.
Enjoy it? Miriam, they're loving it. How many of us will forget the wonders of Corfu Old Town, or Campighello, as it is known to the more seasoned traveller, such as myself, with its narrow streets, steep stairways, arches and alleyways, forming not only a fascinating maze, but also a constant reminder of days of yore.
Days of your what?
Right, please.
And now, in complete contrast, colonnaded in the continental custom, but designed by Sir George Whitmore and unmistakable.
Everything's going, Kev. Fantastic, Skip.
To all us.
Trouble is that I mustn't.
Michael and
Oh, say, Keith, go on.
venue for those of you with
The thing is, I think this travelog stuff is so fascinating. I keep wanting you to rewind just in case I miss something.
Had we but timed our
Point
itinerary
taken, Kip.
differently,
I'm not quite with you.
very well have been
Sorry.
going in for us.
But what I'm saying, Skip,
Number
is
3.
maybe we should get onto the cricket so we can savour this stuff later at our leisure. I mean, that's just my opinion. Why don't you see what the others think?
Sorry, but Kevin has something that he wishes to say. Kevin!
Hands up all those who want to get on with the cricket.
A man with a beard. And here we are arriving at the Spianada for our very first game. And of course, our very first examination of the wicket.
Bloody hell, Skip, it's concrete.
It's an all-weather strip, Denis. All-weather. Miriam, camera. Oh.
Excuse me.
If I may have your attention for just one moment. If you'd like to gather round, please. Don't want to shout when I'm saying this. Right. There is no denying that our opponents are, give or take, a very decent type of chap. That is, that they are Greek. And we all know what the Greeks introduced to the world, don't we?
Yoghurt?
Package holidays.
All-night kebab takeaway shops.
The Trojan horse.
Oh, yes. The Trojan horse.
Now then, what does that tell us about our opponents?
They won't be coming by bus.
What it tells us is that we must not be lulled into a false sense of thingy. Be constantly on the alert, because just when you think you've got them, they'll pull a stunt and you'll what's it.
What sort of stunt, Skipper?
For example, if you're asking for middle and leg and one of their lot is umpiring, make sure you get it. I've heard stories.
Excuse me, Skipper.
Yes, Nigel.
I'd just like to say that the Greeks brought a great deal of culture to the world. Greece being, after all, the cradle of modern civilization.
Very interesting, Nigel, but what's that got to do with cricket?
No, just saying.
Fancy an ice cream or something?
No, I've just got to wait for Roger's signal.
What signal?
When he wants me to stop filming, he gives a little signal.
Should I win the toss, I shall elect to bat first, and I shall tell you why. What's the stupid... Not now, woman! Not now!
That's his little signal, is it?
That's it. Vanilla?
Strawberry.
Strawberry, yes. Ina power do frahula and ina tsai migala.
Ena baugodo fraula ge ena tsai megala.
Very good, Miriam. I'm impressed.
I always try to learn at least a bit of the language when I'm abroad. I think it shows respect, don't you?
Signomi, ibis tsai megala.
Nee, paracolo. Should I take your photo?
Not of me, thanks. Can't stand having my photograph taken. Not since I was at school and they had those, you know, school photographs. I like to stand in the back row. And then I stood out like a flagpole.
Oh, it's very nice to be tall.
Not when you're 11, it isn't.
No. Roger photographs everything. Not so much now, perhaps, but certainly when the children were growing up. He calls it an investment in memories for our old age.
Sounds cheerful.
I know. Now he's got this thing. Mind you, he's got ever so good at it. Reads magazines and everything. You know, really studies it. That's Roger, though. Once he turns his mind to something, he really turns his mind to it. It's funny, really. I only bought it for him to stop him moping about during the football season.
Excuse me, Miriam. Excuse me. If Denis inquires about me, will you tell him I've gone to look at the shops?
Yes, of course I will, Shirley. Would you like me to come with, just in case?
No, thanks. I like to wander.
You for a stool? Oh, isn't this nice?
Terrific.
There's something about this sort of climate, isn't there? Makes you feel sort of, you know.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, I do hope they win.
Tell you what, Miriam. Win or lose, I'm going to give that little twerp a right seeing to when I get back to the hotel tonight.
The greeting we received from the opposing captain was, as I'm sure you all fondly remember, typically Greek in its warmth and friendliness.
Welcome to Corfu, old boy. May the best man win, and all that sort of rubbish.
On behalf of myself, my team, and our various ladies, thank you so very much, and ditto. And having won the toss, our brave openers, Alex and Bob, head out to face the wrath of the Corfu bowling attack. And within a very short space of time... Several confident Greek grins have been knocked off of several confident Greek faces.
Yes! Yes!
Good shot, Alex! Well played, lads.
What is it? What's happened?
I'm counting my pills.
Why is that, my love?
I can't remember if I took my 6 o'clock one.
Where are you going?
I won't be long. I can't see. Excuse me. Excuse me, please. Excuse me.
Here comes a whopper.
Great shot.
Thanks, Alex. Well, not really. It was asking for it.
No, it was a great shot.
Yes, it was fantastic. Excuse me. I think I'm going to be sick. Excuse me, please. Excuse me. Nigel's mum.
Alex returns. He may have taken his eye off the ball, but he's certainly not going to make the same mistake with Sophie. But look out, Bob.
Bad decision. Me next, I think. Uncle Denis on his way to glory.
Yes, yes, well done, Denis. Backbone of the innings. Backache of the innings, more like. Nice and easy, old son, just nice and easy.
Middle and leg. Oh, that's it, is it? Right. I'd like a second opinion.
Yes!
Sorry. I was miles away. Well, years away, really. Thinking of the last time we were here. It was on our honeymoon.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember you saying. Roger brought his cap and his, his box with him in case there was a game going. And was there?
I never found out. He was too busy. 23 years, my God, nearly a quarter of a century.
Been a lot of changes, I expect, here, Corfu.
Yes and no, really. Bit like me and Roger in a way. Some things have changed. Some things are exactly the same.
Miriam!
Yes, darling?
Refreshments!
You permit?
Help yourself.
My name is Spiros.
I would never have guessed.
You're married?
Just a bit.
But you're alone.
Oh, you're ever so observant, Spiros.
Oh, I see you and I think this is an unhappy woman. Oh, beautiful, but lonely and unhappy. Then I ask myself, what must I do to make this beautiful but lonely and unhappy woman happy? And already I know the answer. Tomorrow, we will take my boat and we will sail to a beautiful bay known only to me. There we will swim, eat, and sleep in the sun, and who knows? Maybe I make you happy, eh? Maybe we make love. What do you say, beautiful and lonely woman?
I say, thank you ever so much, Spiros, but I've seen the film. Ta-ta.
Thank you so much.
Good old Miriam, never behind with her refreshments. Hey, lads.
You all right, you two?
Wonderful. Shirley's telling me about the time she had with her first baby, aren't you, Shirley?
27 hours I was in labour. 27.
Tell Miriam what the specialist said to you.
He said, the way you're suffering, Mrs. Broadley, it's a miracle you're still alive, let alone about to give birth.
With Kevin bowling, Brent Parker in the field with just 1 wicket to win. What a nail-biter.
Hey, Spiros. Round a bit, Denis. In close, Warren. Right up his nose. Yes! To the victors, the spoils. Or in this case, several pints of good old English beer. Swallowed down, of course, with no hard feelings.
Shirley?
Oh, he's somewhere.
Maybe we make love?
none of you will need reminding how our revelries continues long into the night in a more traditionally Greek fashion, with traditional Greek music and traditional Greek dancing and traditional Greek romance. And of course a bit of Victor Sylvester thrown in for the more homesick and for those who cannot find their way to the international telephone kiosk. Right, Bob?
Who are you phoning? You, darling. I was phoning you.
And in true Brent Park tradition, if I should die, the victory speeches of me, that there is a corner of some foreign land that is forever, ever, ever England, and there shall be in that rich thingy, England expects every man will do his duty. Thank God, and Alex is batting good old Alex, and Kevin's bowling good old Kevin. We have done our duty. I therefore have only one thing left to say. Kiss me, Arnold.
Right, Rog.
You wouldn't kiss me, Min.
I wouldn't.
You would, Min, wouldn't you? Give us a kiss. Give us a kiss.
You all right, Bob? Me? Yeah, fine, great. Just having trouble getting through to Ginny, and I promised. Cheers.
Cheers. You know, you played a bloody great innings out there today.
You made all the runs.
Yes, I know. But you did. You played a bloody great inning.
She's gone again. I don't understand. How can I lose her on a little island like this? I don't understand. Alex, oh boy. What have I done? What have I done?
Don't worry about it, please. Don't worry about it.
I wasn't always like this, you know. I was very pretty, vivacious. People said so. That's why he married me. I was very pretty. It's not my fault, is it? Things happened.
Olive oil is an aphrodisiac.
Who says so?
It's a well-known fact. And another thing. Did you know that some of the olive trees on this island are older than Jesus?
How'd you work that out?
Because some of these trees are over 2,000 years old.
What are?
Some of these trees.
Jesus was only 33.
Look at him. He's a new man. He's almost human.
That's because he's in love.
Only with himself.
No, he is. They both are. Look at them.
Must be very nice being in love.
Yeah. Shall we try it?
I'm already spoken for.
Who is she?
Some great tart I met at a demonstration.
Oh, yeah. When was that then?
I can't remember. I think it was 3:30 on the 13th of August 1989, and it was raining. We went back to her place, and she took advantage of me. She's been taking advantage of me ever since.
Will it last, do you reckon?
What?
You and this big, soft lump who's obviously potty about you.
Will it last? Not more than about 1,000 years, I shouldn't think.
Miss Shirley? I can't find dear old Shirley.
Oh, don't worry your little old head about it, then. I'll find her.
Yeah. Behave yourself.
1, 2.
I just want him to see that I'm me. I'm me. Me.
Hello? I read this book. There was a man in it, and he said, if you want something, if you really want something, you should shout it to the gods. And if you shout loud enough, they listen.
I'm sorry, Mr. Driver. You'll just have to wait. I've gone far.
I just want to see that I just want a baby for me and my baby. To love and to cherish. Just one baby. I want a baby. To love and to cherish. Please, please, let me give Mary a baby.
To the victors, the spoils. And next day, oh, how we spoiled ourselves on the beautiful beach at Nisaki, just a 25-kilometre hop from our base in good old Corfu town.
Yes, Nisaki. Not as oriental as it sounds, but indeed, oh, yes, a magical place that offers sun and romance for everyone.
Perhaps I'll come back to that one. Where's Kevin? Singing what's it? Maggie?
Oh, they said they'll come on later.
All right. Yeah, fair enough. Bob. Where's Bob?
Yes, where were you?
You know me, love. I was never one for lying around on a beach.
Never did turn up, did you, Kev?
No, sorry, Skip. We got lost.
Once upon a time...
It's a story.
Yeah, Nigel told it me.
I like stories.
Don't interrupt then, you silly little person.
Go on, then. Once upon a time.
Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was this old couple who really loved each other. But they were really poor, really skint. And one day, this god came knocking at their shack, asking for food and water.
He was a god. Why didn't they suss him?
Because he was in disguise, that's why, Mr. Know-all. Anyway, although they had next to nothing, they gave this god their very last bite and their very last drop of water. Whereupon he threw off his disguise and said, because of their kindness, he would grant them any wish they wanted. And they thought about it, and they came back to him and they said, what we wish is that we'll always be together. So when they died, this god arranged for them to come back to Earth as an olive tree. And that's why, to this very day, the olive tree has two main branches joined at the bottom.
Yeah. Well, if it had been a willow tree, I could have understood it.
How's that then?
You could have made a couple of cricket bats out of them.
Say you don't mean that.
I do mean it.
No, you don't. Say you don't.
I do mean it, you great lump.
No, you don't.
Do. I really do.
looking for?
My bat. My little plastic bat.
It's in the red bag, darling, with your little rubber ball.
Super. Right, come on, Min. Get the camera.
What for, darling?
Well, it's pretty obvious people are getting bored. I mean, look at them. Thought I'd organise a little game. You know, girls versus boys. Right, come on, you lot. Chop, chop. Right, ladies, if you'd like to gather round, Nigel's mother will set her field.
Dennis.
Now, Nigel's mother, might I just suggest that the Mrs. Ram Jam...
Yes, Shirley, my love.
Would you mind if I went for a little walk?
Is that why you woke me up, my lovely, to tell me you're going for a little walk?
Yes, I wouldn't want you to wake up and wonder where I was. You'll be all right, will you?
I can't see much danger befalling me, but thank you for your interest.
No, I mean you will be careful because of the sun. You know how it brings you up in blisters?
Mrs. Vernon, if you'd like to stay there in cover. Right. Yes! What a day, 18. What a day.
Not for me it wasn't, Skipper.
Hey? Oh, no. Sorry about that, Denis. Good shot, mate! Give it up! Give it up! We won! Miriam, we won!
Oh, dear.
Incidentally, Denis, how are they, your feet?
Oh, healing quite nicely, thank you, Skipper.
He got sunburned.
They know that, thank you, Shirley, my love.
I did warn him. I did warn him.
Yeah, of course
Didn't
you
I?
did.
I did warn him.
Don't worry about it.
Please.
And now our camcorded cornucopia of our Ionian adventure draws sadly but ever closer to the end.
But not before the section I shall call Watch Out, Dervish is About. Yes, candid shots taken unawares by the roaming lens of your skipper.
Yes, those magic moments that make up the stitches in life's rich tapestry.
Good fun, eh? And first off, we see Nigel and his mother taking in the delights of some somewhat naughty Greek statuary. Now we know why Mrs. Achilles always went to bed with a smile on her face. Don't we, Nige?
I'm not sure he was married, actually.
Who?
Achilles. I think he was... you know.
Oh, well, they all were in them days, weren't they? Don't worry about it, Nigel.
And speaking of Achilles, here we see Denis suffering a similar fate. Bad luck, Denis. But well done, Greek pharmaceuticals.
What's he mean, speaking of Achilles?
Achilles' heel. Or in your case, Broadley's feet.
Oh, yeah. Very good, Skip. What a laugh.
Meantime, Shirley had wandered off to do a spot of last-minute shopping.
Shirley, my love.
Just window shopping, eh, Shirley? Maggie and Kevin were, as per, in their own little world.
It's not true, Well, sort of not true.
And when we did find them, they were nowhere to be seen.
Alex and Sophie spent most of their time admiring the intricacies of the local architecture. Bob's mind was, as per, never far from the beautiful but absent Virginia, especially at this time. Eh, Robert?
Yes, good luck with the baby, Virginia. We're all thinking of you.
How long is it till the end?
About 35 seconds.
I just put the kettle on.
And so we say farewell. to the magical garden isle of Corfu. Winging our way north, a little sad perhaps, but carrying with us the happiest of memories and the hope of an early return to the land where the sun sets low over the Ionian Sea.
Fantastic, Skip, really fantastic.
Now, who's for coffee a la Grec? Or a good old British cuppa?
Tea, please, Miriam. Any chance of having another quick look, Skipper?
Certainly, Nigel. Certainly. There you are. Now, that's what I call a glutton for punishment. Nigel would like to see it again.
No, please.
Yes, Arnold.
I'd love to stay, Skip, but unfortunately we've got to pick up my daughter.
Another time, Arnold, old son. Another time. Anyone else have to go, do they?
Good night, everyone.
Bye. Well, how you go? If Harry Stowe.
Yay!
Good shot, Harry!
Promise me you didn't sign anything, my love.
It's a timeshare, Denis. Be lovely.
Yes, but promise me you didn't sign anything.
Stop.
Huh?
Stop it. Go back.
Mine was
Go back where?
as
Go
per
back. Go
never
back.
far.
Stop.
Bob!
I knew it. I knew it.
What?
It's bloody Helen. It's you and bloody Helen, you swine! That's why you didn't want me to go, isn't it? Isn't it? You were seeing her, you rotten, lying...
That's not true, Ginny, love. You didn't want to go.
Don't you Ginny love me? You were seeing her.
It was an accident. I didn't know she was going to be there with her new bloke. I just happened to bump into her.
You liar. You rotten, rotten liar!
Virginia, my love.
You keep out of it. Ginny. I wouldn't have bumped into her if you hadn't asked me to take your rotten shirt to the cleaners.
Now, just a minute. You offered to take it.
God knows why. What have you ever done for anyone? You're all the same, you bloody solicitors. What do you see in him?
Don't you dare talk to me like that, you wimpy little twerp.
Oh, I say, that's a bit strong, isn't it?
And you can shut up as well. Call yourself friends. You've never liked any of them, have you, Alexander?
Never.
You on the phone to your stupid ex-wife all the time. No wonder the present Mrs. Whatever your name is a neurotic mess. Fancy yourself as Achilles, do you? Rotten Janus, more like.
Touché.
And you're just as bad, you common little man. I'm not surprised Wonder Woman set fire to your precious status symbol. The only pity is you weren't in it.
Excuse me.
Excuse you what? If you had any personality at all, you'd at least be a homosexual. And why did you have to take that stupid old woman with you? Every time you wheeled her into a room, it was like a cloud of grey dust settling.
Yeah, this is all your fault. Why did you want to see it all again, you little...
Oh, shut up! Boys will be boys.
Where is everyone? Sorry, Miriam, they had to go. Didn't they, Kev?
Yeah, they had to go. They said to say sorry, didn't they, Meg?
Yeah, they did. Say sorry, they said. Oh, well. All the more for us, then. Now, then. Tea for Maggie, coffee for Kev, milk in both and 1 sugar for Kev, yes?
Very much, Lee.
Fancy looking at the highlights again, Kev?
Yeah, great, terrific.
Terrific, great, yeah.
Oh.
Here we are. Maggie? Kevin?
Thanking you.
Do you know what, Kev?
What's that, Skip?
Do you know what stands out in my mind more than anything?
What's that, Skip?
It's this, Kev. We went out a team, but we came back a family.
Well, like his family anyway.
We went out a team, but we came back a family. Oh, that's really nice, Roger. Really nice.
So then.